Welcome back, alumni. You're the alumni. My name is Benjamin Ayres. This is Romance University. Let's just jump right into it. Why am I wearing this today? Well, I just finished an audition. We're not going back to suits and stuff like that. Maybe we will. Let's not say we won't. Also, I had to take a little break. As you guys know, I'm filming right now. I'll let you comment below what you think it is because I'm not allowed to say what it is, but I think everybody knows what it is, but we're not allowed to mention it yet. That being said, I'm going to jump right into some questions that you have, okay? And thank you for coming back. I enjoyed my break. Now, this comes from Barbara. She said, I'm catching up on the Professor's Lounge. Thank you. Enjoying your ADR discussion in the first episode. Thank you. Behind the scenes stuff is quite interesting to me. I'm happy you find it interesting, Barbara. And was thinking, would you ever consider voiceover work? Or have you already? I think you'd be great as a narrator for a film or a documentary. Have a great day. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate you saying that. I have done a little bit of voiceover work. When I first started out, I did a video game. The voiceover world is a career unto itself. I have auditioned for a few projects, but it's not something that I put a lot of effort into. If I was asked to do it, I would, but I don't seek it out. Why? Because, like I said, the voice actors that I know and the people I know that work often have put in a lot of work and time and effort and can do many different voices, because oftentimes if you're watching a cartoon, there is one actor doing many different characters. I don't really have that at my disposal, but I would narrate a documentary or maybe a book. That's something I could do. That's something I might do. And I appreciate you saying that. I'll do that for you, Barbara. Now, this question comes from Joyce. This is an interesting one. She said, how do untrained actors make it through the filming process of making a movie? Example, guest star singers on Hallmark, or Jennifer Lawrence in her movies who never had acting classes and was just being a natural. You can tell you had good acting training. Well, thank you, Joyce. I'm going to say Jennifer Lawrence is just a natural, but I'm also going to say this. The one type of training that is the best is experience. It's doing it. You can get as much training as you want. I know many very well-trained actors that don't work often, and there's no correlation there necessarily, but there's a lot of luck involved in getting to do it. And when you're a child actor like Jennifer Lawrence was, you're getting the experience from the best directors, editors, writers in the world. And you're going to pick it up. And if you already have a natural inkling and some ability, then it's only going to get better with time. They are working with the best of the best. And there just is natural talent in some people. It's like singers. Look at some kids are just incredible singers. Some people have to work really hard. Those kids that have the passion for it will continue to train and work and get their tool even better and sharpen their skills. But acting, in a strange way, for us in training we have to learn to shed the ego, the mask that we continue to build to exist in the world. You have to get rid of that. And really what we're trying to do is get back to our childhood innocence without making judgments, and especially to step onto a set and not feel judged and remove all that and not allow it to affect your performance. So children have a much easier time doing that. And I'm going to share this with you. I actually brought my daughter to set. Isadora came to set last week. It was her first time on set. Does she aspire to be an actor? Yeah, I think that there's something about it that's interesting. What kid doesn't when they watch their favorite shows and they think, well, I want to be on this show. It seems so fun. But I think what was important for me was for her to see the reality of actually being on set. So for me, I thought I was only going to be there for a few hours. My scene was at the end of the day, which meant that I wasn't going to be there all day. And then the night before, there was a scene at the beginning that I'm added to. So I'm in the first scene and the last scene, which then turns out to be about a 12 to 13 hour day. 14 once you're getting there, hair, makeup, the drive there, leaving the hotel. So after 10 hours, we sent her back to the hotel because she was so bored. because it was a lot, and it was also 100+ people, and it can be a little bit overwhelming and make you very self-conscious. So the experience of doing it is greater, I believe, than some training. And you're going to get training if you want to become an actor, but really getting to be on set and do it over and over again and learn from your mistakes and learn from watching and working with great people is how you get better. And that's probably the same for any industry. Doing makes you better. So, and as far as the first part of that question, so that was Jennifer Lawrence. Now, how do we deal with a singer or somebody who's not comfortable, let's say, acting in a movie? I would assume that somebody who's a singer still goes on stage and knows how to perform in front of a lot of people, so the nerves don't get the better of them. Also keep in mind, you get multiple takes. So you can direct a performance out of somebody that maybe doesn't have the natural talent. But you will probably notice a bump as far as their experience compared to an actor that's been doing it for a long time. If you see a brand new actor that's never done anything, they're going to appear wooden, without emotion, and it's because they're nervous. They're nervous and they're trying not to be, but they just can't help it. And they don't know how to casually say the lines in a cadence that is similar to what's happening in real life. I may have said this in a previous one, but I'm going to say this again right now. Next time you're just in a conversation with somebody that you're really comfortable with, whether it be a friend, a partner, a child, whoever it is, somebody you feel really comfortable around, I want you to imagine that that conversation was recorded and then turned into a script format and then given to two other people to perform. All they have to do, when you're talking to somebody, you're not thinking about punctuation, intention. That's work that's done beforehand. So as I'm talking now, I'm not thinking about punctuation. When I memorize my lines, I'm not thinking, oh, this is a period, this is a comma, I have to say it this way. That's not why punctuation's there. You'll often hear, Christopher Walken talks about removing all punctuation and just memorizing the words. Punctuation is there so that you understand it as you read it, and so that the entire cast, crew, executives, director, everybody understands the story. But as an actor, you don't think about punctuation. So a fun test. Next time you're having a conversation and you're your most comfortable self, think about that version of yourself just on camera. Obviously, you're going to be self-conscious. There's a lot happening, but that's all you have to do. It is that simple. We have a toolbox full of tools that help us get to a state of relaxation if it doesn't come naturally. Sometimes it's just there, and when it's not there, there are different tools that we can use to get to a state of relaxation so that it doesn't come across as wooden, forced, or these other types of things. And this has happened to me before. My earlier projects, I can watch them and it's terrible to watch because all I see is a nervous Ben trying to do something as opposed to just feeling comfortable, confident, and relaxed. Thank you so much, class.